Okay, so to start this off, I'm going to show you my RO system. It's just the Aquatic Life RO system. It's a basic system, but it works good. It's not expensive to maintain, and that's what I use for my RO water. So once I have my RO water, I transfer it into a 20-gallon Rubbermaid brute, and that is where I add my salt. And I use a small marine land pump to mix it. I usually let it mix like overnight. And then when I'm ready to do my water change, I'll heat the water up to get it to the same temperature as my main tank. So to start off, I'll take a Mr. Clean sponge, which you can get at any hardware store or supermarket, and I generally get the one that has no soap in it at all or any additives, and I'll rinse it off anyways just to make sure. And I'll go over my glass to get all the algae film off the glass. These sponges are a great addition to your maintenance equipment because they're reusable. You can rinse them out and reuse them the next time you do a water change. Sometimes you can't get all the algae off. There's some harder algae that's stuck to the glass, so I bought this acrylic scraper, which I got off of Amazon for about $15. It does a great job. You can get in and around things with it, and it does not scratch your acrylic because it's specifically made for acrylic. So once I'm done scraping all the glass, I get my siphon bucket and my small siphon. I have this 1-inch siphon which I use. It's great for getting around the rock, getting in close, getting in between crevices, and I like it because it doesn't siphon a lot of water at a time. So you pretty much could do the whole bottom of my tank and only fill up one 5-gallon bucket. So if you don't mind smaller siphon and it takes a few more minutes to do, then this is a great option for sifting your sand. Now when I sift my sand, I don't always go real deep. When I do weekly water changes, I usually just do the surface, only deep near the live rock where a lot more builds up. But as you can see, I really don't have a lot of dirt in this tank, and the only areas that I find dirt is usually at the base of the rock. So on a monthly basis, or maybe a little over a month, I will do a deep siphon in the sand to make sure that nothing's building up under my sand. And this process seems to work well, keeping the tank clean and free of nitrates. So once I'm done siphoning, I start to refill the tank with fresh salt water. I use a marine land pump with a hose, which I pump out of a bucket, which is less disturbing to the sand when you're adding it to the tank. It's a lot better than pouring it with a bucket, which stirs up the sand and gets it all over your corals and your rock. And I just find this an easier way of doing it and a lot less strenuous to lift the bucket up to the top of the tank. Okay, once that's done, I will restart my main pump and get the water circulating with the new fresh water. So as a final step, I'll take a piece of wet paper towel and a piece of dry paper towel, and I'll wipe all the surfaces of the glass, clean them up, dry them off. Then I'll go along the top of my tank, wipe down the top of the lights, the top surface of the tank, and make sure that everything looks really clean and nice. Okay, well, all we have left to do now is sit back and enjoy the beauty of your reef tank. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Hit the like and subscribe button and notification bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks for watching and happy reefing.